everybody, it's Kelly from Studio K Photography, doing something a little bit different today, creating a video out of questions that I have received from clients and other photographers off Facebook and off the blog. I get questions daily in my inbox about different questions that people just have in general about photography, and I love reading them and I love answering them, so feel free to send me any questions that you may have. I'm going to jump right in today. I would like to cover the question about props that I get a lot. What kind of props to use, when to use props, and if I supply the props or if my clients have to supply the props. I feel like there are 3 great reasons why you should use props in your photo shoot, and I'm going to cover them today, and I'm going to jump right in and start off with number 1. Number 1 is that it separates your family photo shoot from the other sessions that I do every year. I'm going to show a great image from a sweet little girl named Marie Claire. She was a client of mine from 2010. We were downtown just taking images down there, and she had on this adorable little blue dress. The style of it and everything really complemented the antique suitcases that I used in this picture. The colors and everything really jived well together, and she's hopped up there on top of them, and I was just snapping away, and she gave me great attitude and lots of giggles and laughs because we were just having a good time. And you know, this image is not going to be like any other image in my entire 2010 catalog, just because we use these suitcases in a way that I won't reuse in another photo shoot because it won't fit anyone else like it fit Marie Claire. A lot of times I'll use chairs in different ways, and it really just makes your photos from your family different from any other client. If you have ideas, I highly suggest families come to me with these ideas, because a lot of times these ideas really can reflect that family's interest. And this is also reason number 2 why you should use props in your photo shoots, is the family interest. This image is actually from a newborn session for Miss Hadley I did, and just a little side note with newborn sessions and props, I'm always safe. Safety is my number 1 concern. I always have spotters on each side of the baby ready for any kind of movement. So moving on though, I actually, a lot of times when I use baskets or props for newborns, I'll actually line it with a little blanket or something, just so the baby's not pinched or anything from any sharp objects on the side. But everyone knows the helmet is actually lined inside with padding and everything already. And Miss Hadley was a chubby little baby, so she fit snugly inside of this helmet. I had Mom and Dad both holding the helmet, and the helmet is actually a racing helmet for a motorcycle that the dad and the mom were both really interested in. And this is something that they loved doing before they had children, and I know that this interest will actually be a big part of their family even after having children. So being able to incorporate this in their newborn session, it just meant so much more to the parents than it would have just using, you know, my regular blankets and bean bags. So I was thrilled with the outcome of this image. Number 3, why I feel like you should use props in your photo shoot is it really does create a variety of pictures for your session. Not even comparing it to other sessions that Studio K does every year, but just the images from your session. It creates a good variety. I'm going to have one session, I'm going to use a couple of pictures up here. First one is Caitlin. She was turning 1 and was an adorable little girl. I loved working with her. We were downtown Burlington here doing some images by the museum, and I had the great fence behind us, and the grass was so green. And it was a beautiful picture, but what made it even more beautiful was these big balloons that her mom brought with her that we put kind of behind her, and it really did add a great splash of color to the image. And then also this bright pink little tutu that she had on really does create depth, and it makes the image so much more interesting to look at. I feel like this image would have been a good fundamental image even without these props, but with the props it made it just that much more beautiful. I'm going to take a look at another image from this very same photo shoot, changed outfits and went more downtown Burlington and found this beautiful blue teal bench sitting outside that we used. We set Caitlin up on that bench, and Mom had also brought some watermelon for her birthday, and we set the watermelon beside her. And she was pretty much done with the photo shoot. She was ready to go home, I think. But we set that watermelon beside her, and the blue of the bench and her little outfit and her little toes and the beautiful greens from the watermelon's outside edge, and then the red and black from the inside of the watermelon and the seed were amazing. She gave me so much attitude looking at it. She didn't want anything to do with it. She didn't want to touch it or anything. But the point of this is to show that, you know, the balloons and the tutu are a completely different prop from the watermelon, and these two images come from this very same session, and it gives such a variety of images in that one session. I highly recommend having a couple of different looks for your session because, you know, at the end, if you wear that black sweater that you might hate every image of you in, but at least you have that teal, you know, tank top to have to choose from as well. I think that it's a great idea to change up the looks and to do more than one images just for variety. Again, I think those are the top 3 reasons why I would choose to have props in a photo shoot. Again, they are: 1, it sets your session apart from every other Studio K session of the year. 2, it ties in interest from that family. Anything the family is interested in that is included in the images are going to be that much more special to you in the end. And 3, creates variety from the images of your own session, not including other sessions that Studio K does, but just for you, just to choose from all these separate images that are different really makes the money worth it, and it'll be even more special for you. Like I said, I would like to do more of these videos, and so if anyone out there has any questions or ideas of topics for any other video, please feel free to let me know anytime, and you can always connect with me on Facebook, Studio K Photography. You can go to www.studiokonline.com, or you can find my blog at studiokonlineblog.com. Till next time, guys, thanks again, and we'll see you later.